Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Spyro and welcome to another one. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong, but after I watched the Forsaken Easter egg cutscene for the first time, I felt this crazy excitement about zombies that I haven't felt since Black Ops 4's reveal. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you felt the same. Come on man, our man Richtofen has come back. Let's be honest, we all knew he's gonna be there, but the way Treyarch revealed him was too good. For those who haven't followed zombies in the past, I feel bad for you man, I really feel bad for you. Now in this video, I've got some theories about the future of the Dark Ether storyline. So just watch this video till the end and I'll try to keep it as short as possible. Now most of my theories are in reference to Mr. Raffle Waffle's explanation of the Forsaken ending, so you might want to watch that one as well if you haven't already. So first of all, let's talk about something man. Is Maxis dead? I don't think so man. She's in the Dark Ether and so is the Forsaken. The last time Samantha was in the Dark Ether was Firebase Z and she came out with all these powers, but other than that she was normal. She wasn't like cracked in the head or anything like Valentina was. What if this has something to do with the fact that she was a part of the Ether universe as well? Think about it, who else has been in the Dark Ether man? Zykov has been in there for 40 Earth years, that's a long time. And he came out as the Forsaken himself. Valentina has been in there as well. I've not been following the intel too well, so I don't know how long Valentina was in there. But I'm assuming she was in there just as long as Samantha. And she came out with her butt cheek slapped man. Look at how ugly this is. So I don't think it's a coincidence that Samantha came out of the Dark Ether without losing her mind. Now we know that Forsaken has not been in the Dark Ether since the start. So what has been there since the start? Primus and Ultimus, Victus and these two assholes, along with some really OP things like the Summoning Key, which literally was the strongest artifact in the Ether story, and the Kronorium. Remember, everything from the previous universe was sent into the Dark Ether, so these guys have been in there the longest, right? Maybe the Forsaken thinks he's the strongest because he never came across the Shadow Man or Dr. Monty. Now let's talk about a really interesting theory I have. Samantha went into the Dark Ether and came out with things that belong to our OG crew, right? The katana, the gas mask, Nikolai's goggles, etc. I don't think she randomly found these things lying around. Ultimus and Primus are supposedly in there, right? So what if they helped Samantha survive in the Dark Ether? Because come on man, they literally sacrificed everything so that Sam and Eddie could enter the new world. So when they saw Samantha in the Dark Ether, they would have been like, bitch, what the hell are you doing in here? We didn't sacrifice ourselves for nothing. So I don't think Max is coming out of the Dark Ether without losing her mind is a coincidence, and I think she did come across the OG crew in there and they helped her survive. And that is why she came out with all these powers. Maybe all of this was meant to happen. Now moving on with this theory, if Samantha can come out of the Dark Ether with stuff from the Ether universe, don't you think there is one other man who can do that as well? Maxis didn't come to this world alone. Richtofen came with her. So is it possible that somehow Richtofen went in the Dark Ether and came out with the Kronorium and the Summoning Key? Valentina and Zykov were all fucked up when they came back from the Dark Ether, but Samantha was all cool, unharmed. And by the way, look at how beautiful she looks, man. So it's only fair to assume that if Richtofen entered the Dark Ether, he would come out of it with a sane mind, unharmed, just like Maxis. We know that Richtofen was the deputy director of some scientific research branch of the CIA before he became the director of Requiem. What if during this time he somehow went into the Dark Ether and came out with the Summoning Key and the Kronorium? I know it might seem a little far-fetched, but according to what we've seen, his ultimate plan seems to be something called Project Janus. And what does Janus mean? It's a two-faced Roman god, one face looking at the future, one looking at the past, also holding a key. Now Treyarch has been cheeky in the past, maybe they're being cheeky now as well. The key being the Summoning Key and the future and the past being the Kronorium, because that book literally shows you everything. Other than the whole Project Janus thing, there is something else that suggests that Richtofen has the Kronorium. Peck appears at the end of the cutscene and points at this location on the map, which could be Zetsubo no Shima. That was the last map where an Ultimus version of our crew died, so it sort of was a place where the cycle was broken, right? But how would Peck know about any of this? Screw Peck, how would Richtofen know about any of this in the new world? I think Richtofen's hunger for knowledge pushed him to go inside the Dark Ether where he came across the Kronorium. He read the Kronorium and now is retracing the steps of the Primus crew. But why is Peck there and not Richtofen himself? Peck seems to have escaped Omega and Kravchenko, and he definitely isn't with Requiem now because Requiem has been shut down. But we know that Peck has been sending intel to Requiem's director, which again is Richtofen obviously. And according to my theory, Richtofen has the Kronorium, right? So the way Peck is linked with Richtofen in this universe is quite similar to the way Samuel Stuhlinger was linked to Richtofen. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Richtofen was inside Stuhlinger's head and was controlling him. Just like that, Richtofen in the new universe could be controlling Peck by, I don't know, helping him escape Omega maybe? Now since Richtofen has the Kronorium, he knows that the Forsaken is not the biggest, baddest and the meanest in the Dark Ether. He knows that these two motherfuckers are in there somewhere as well. So what if Project Janus really means somehow reviving the Primus crew and getting rid of Shadow Man and Dr. Monty for good? Getting rid of the Dark Ether for good. How lit would that be? Vanguard Zombies is gonna be the prequel to what we've seen in Cold War Zombies, so we might get to see what happened in the beginning. What if the Vanguard Zombie story starts with us playing as the Victus crew right after they were sent into the Dark Ether? We might see the return of Shadow Man and Dr. Monty if all this is true, man. But again, all of this is only theory, although it will be really cool if all of this actually happens. So that's it for this video, guys. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and please drop a like. It really helps my videos with the algorithm and shit. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. That would really make my day. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, and peace out.